Hey everybody, so I just watched the first episode of Loki, and I have a few thoughts about it I'd like to kind of talk about. So going into the show, I was kind of skeptical. I'm a huge fan of finality. I don't like it when characters who died come back from the dead and that stuff. It kind of makes these series feel like there's no real stakes. That's an issue that the MCU has had for a while now, and that was my biggest concern when I first saw this series. However, Tom Hiddleston just has a way about him, and from the very first scene, as soon as he starts talking, I remember exactly why I love this character and why I want to see more of him. So I'm definitely okay with this series now, but I think that the MCU is a franchise filled with characters who are either, for the most part, good or evil. But Loki, like a lot of very interesting fictional characters, he's somewhere in the middle. He's much more gray. I really like how this plot tries to show not only the evil and scandalous things he's done, but also right from the start made him admit that, he doesn't like hurting people. And he only did that in the past so people would fear him. I think this is a good setup to the series. However, there is an aspect of this that I'm somewhat nervous about. Marvel does not have a very large amount of experience handling these morally gray characters, and when they have in the past, they've usually waited for a major team-up event like Civil War or Infinity War to introduce them. Examples of that are Zemo and Thanos. This allows these films, I should say, to show us that in many ways the villain is not all that different from the heroes. And from their perspective, what they're doing makes a lot of sense. It is not purely evil. It appears that they're trying to do this with the two versions of Loki. The one who is hunting down the TVA agents and the main version of Loki, whose perspective we get to see throughout the show. If done well, this can be a nice way to show that morality is not always black and white, and what is right and wrong depends on your point of view. Because in this show, both the protagonist and the antagonist are literally the same person, just from a different perspective. But I believe that it's also very easy for Marvel to take the easy way out and just have the other Loki kind of appear as mostly evil throughout the series, and the main version of Loki, whose perspective we see, gradually become less gray and more of a normal hero than an anti-hero. I think that would be very lazy and kind of destroy Loki's character arc. So that's my only concern, but other than that, everything in the pilot I really liked. I'm very happy to see Loki again, and I'm overall very excited to see what Marvel has planned for the rest of the series. Well, that's my video. Hope you guys liked it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.